Hi, I'm Ashley Fox. I'm a forestry technician with the City of Aurora. I went to Sewanee, the University of the South, and majored in natural resources, so the trees, the rocks, and the water. I became a tree climber trainee with the City of Aurora in September 2020. I have kind of an anticlimactic start where I typed in trees and I typed in Denver into Indeed and noticed tree climber trainee through the City of Aurora was an option. To prepare for my interview with the city, which I had to fly from Tennessee to Colorado for, I studied a list of trees to identify, species which happened to grow in Colorado and not Tennessee where I was at the time. I also studied vocabulary such as work positioning lanyard and 3-method cut. Right before my interview, I met with Chad Delzell, who was the first person to put me in a tree. Chad taught me some basics on how to hip thrust, which was required for my interview. A couple hours after my interview, my boss called me and told me I got the job. I believe it was through my preparation that allowed me to earn a spot as an apprentice with the City of Aurora. Luckily, my crew leader allowed me to start climbing within 2 weeks of joining the City of Aurora. I came to my apprenticeship with a trust for my gear and a lack of being afraid of heights, which was definitely helpful. At the beginning, I for sure got into some awkward positions. There was a lack of confidence. Am I doing this right? And I can't believe this is me in this job. But through coaching from my crew leader and 2 techs on our crew, I got the hang of it. Over time, I gained confidence where I could and honed on other aspects that I needed more work on. The hardest part of learning how to tree climb was having 3 people in my crew watching me from below. Of course, they had to watch me and make sure I was safe, but the pressure was on. My favorite part of my introduction to tree work was definitely the climbing aspect. My crew allowed me to be creative and encouraged me to be a better climber, teammate, employee, and friend. I would not say I've mastered anything. I believe a sense of mastery leads to a dangerous complacency. With that being said, there are jobs where I have become more fluent and comfortable. As I nailed down the basics, being getting into a tree, tying knots proficiently, and able to make proper cuts, I became a better tree climber. I am always working on new ways to improve. My advice is to understand the basics of your trade before looking for more advanced systems. Also, encourage your boss and coworkers to allow for training and educational opportunities. Our trade as arborists is still developing and becoming stronger and safer every year. It is important to be as educated as possible about your trade. Final thoughts: City of Aurora Forestry is awesome. I just won a work climb in the tree climbing competition for Untitled Chapter, and that was all because of the training I've gotten at Aurora. I earned 3rd place out of the women in the Rocky Mountain tree climbing competition, and again, that was all from the training I've gotten at Aurora, so shout out to them.